About nuclear energy and fracking. Please welcome Jessica, Erin, Larcy, Abrams. Yay!
Nice to be here. A few things I want to address is one of the major concerns when it comes to hydrofracking is not only the chemicals that they use to create the pressure to pump out the gas itself. The fact that these chemicals don't actually go away. There's not actually a safe, surefire, fine-tuned way of making it so it's permanently isolated. Part of the problem is the pollution, what it does to the ecological life in that area. It can change its DNA, make fish life asexual, or change things that wouldn't be well if we actually consume that as well. So there's a whole bunch of different issues, not only just the process of it alone. Now we're fracturing that piece of the planet and drilling so far deep into those tectonic plates that we're noticing in places like Arkansas that they're having seismic activities. They're also having activities where that canary in the coal mine effect is occurring. They're having birds fall out of the sky. What's going on the ground? What's new that could be doing this? Maybe if we're fracturing and we're reaching those areas where the vegetation has been compounded for so long, it's rotting, it's that cabbage odor that they say happens in between. That can get released from the gases and be an issue, proving more of these problems with animal life. The more we penetrate the ground and the place this way, we're going to see things that we've never seen before in those locations. Because of all these different things we're introducing, we're not actually considering those long-term impacts. So it's the biggest problem with hydrofracking is that we're not taking lessons and learning from them. Like in Pennsylvania, where they had a blow, and different issues where the contamination went straight into the watershed and affected all these different people's drinking water. We're not really identifying the permanent issue that evolves from this. And that's the biggest problem behind mankind running the show based on this greedy, selfish, valueless, intrinsically valueless dollar, is that it's revolved around the wrong reasons why we're pursuing this. Because we do have solutions. They're not only renewable, fully sustainable, but they're also built domestically. And that's the important part, is to reach towards things that we can do ourselves. It's our technology. We can be so proud of it, rock it out, jam it out, expect everybody else to consider their opportunities, their potential. Say they can't harvest wind, maybe they can go solar, vice versa, maybe a little bit of both. There are options. There are ways to do this. Don't listen to anybody that tells you you're fucked, because they're lying to you. They're telling you something to make you weak, to make you succumb, to make you feel afraid. Lose all of that. Rise above it to another consciousness, another level. Understand people have been around for so long. Understand every 3,600 years we move into different planetary alignments. We know these things. We can anticipate them. They've happened before. Talk to a dinosaur. We know they were here. So think about it. The middle of the Earth is like molten lava. Acts like a magnet. You got different planetary pools. The sun is a form of solar energy that also produces the wind. Gravitational pulls between the moon. Think about all these effects and why maybe these solar flares are pulling from the sun. Why we're having maybe some of these issues. We can adapt. If we can adapt to a post-world 9/11, we can adapt to anything, because we ate the biggest pile of poop ever after that occurred. And that will tell you right there that you're empowered to take control and take back and declare your independence, your freedom, your right to choose how you pursue this point forward. Each day we can only do so much about. We can embrace it, love every minute to its fullest. And tomorrow we can anticipate what we do to better that, to change that. That's your chapter, that's your page, that's every day you write that. So why not make it better? Why not show the solutions? Prove to people, yes you can. A mare, I can. There is no T saying a mare, I can't. So wake up, snap out of it. You have all the power. You have everything. We just don't know it yet. So all we have to do is pay attention and choose the right ways, the right resources. Just make those smart decisions. Purchase from the conscientious groups, mom and pop shops, let's bring them back. Let's go back to what actually functioned in American economies, like the private sector, middle class, mom and pop, Main Street shops. Why not redomesticate everything again? Not just food, but energy. And not just those things, but even wider. Don't take one topic and think you're going to find the master of answers, and that's all you can focus on. Time is of the essence. Carpe diem. Seize the day. It's not over yet. It'll never be over. It'll always be something else. And it's always going to keep going as this evolution, constantly. Every moment, every minute, every day, every year. It's constantly evolving. So if we sit there and think we're going to make this rigid and only focus on one thing, until we master that, and then we can talk about moving to the next, we are not only dyslexic, but we're pretty corrupt if we think that's the only thing we can pay attention to. Because there's so much more going on. We just have to approach it like a mother would with a situation occurring with her family. You don't say, I'm sorry, one issue at a time, I cannot handle this. You're not taking care of anything. You're letting it all go, you're throwing your hands up in the air. The first thing you learn in anger management is never surrender your power, your control, your ability to dictate what you do. And as soon as you take someone else's input and own it as your own, as negative as it could be, you're now surrendering, releasing your control. You can't. You have to keep it. You're independent. You are free. You're only as caught up in the illusion as they want you to be, as you identify yourself as. You can be absolutely anything you want other people to see you as. You just have to be it. You have to actually be the change you want to see. And have other people let them in. Show them what you're doing. You're kind of a teacher now. You might not have degrees, but you're homeschooled. You know there's ways of doing things. You just have to discover, figure it out. Go on Google, open up your computer, entertain all those documentaries you can possibly tolerate and stomach, because it does get a little disconcerting. Once you start realizing what's been going on, for how long it's been going on, it's revolting. And if you're not angry, you're absolutely not paying attention. So it does help having energy behind what you believe in and actually standing up, upright, with your chin up, and knowing that what you're doing is solution geared, is forward. It's ready for what's coming ahead. Not that we have to grab our ankles, because I really don't like that attitude. There's so many ways of doing things, it's ridiculous. You just have to wake up. Polish that third eye, get a little pink eye out of it. You know, take off the blinders. Get right in. Keep digging. Get deep. Let it wake you up at night. Different things that come in your head that maybe somebody said. And you're just curious. Now you're up for an hour. Look it up. Feed your head. That is the power. That is everything. That is the light that carries on. That is the energy that is infectious and keeps moving. It's the pyramid of not schemes. Because what you're doing is giving someone the tools to keep moving forward. And that's what is so grand about this opportunity we have by using our voices, by using our positions, by using our experience. Good, bad, indifferent, ugly, anything. Just embrace it, share it, and work with other people. Take criticism. Learn all different ways that are possible. Because there's so many, it's infinite. It's rather endless. There's great ways of creating virtually endless, green, sustainable jobs, not only from food, energy, but community, awareness. What could we do to help each other? What I tell kids when I go to teach schools, don't just help yourself. Get up. Get out there. Help that neighbor.